I am your bestie, Robyn, and I'm always your favourite. I slay more than you. Also, you might be wondering why my voice has changed.
Why do you think it's changed?
We're hitting puberty, boys. And girls. And girls.
So, I need to get you to say some things because...
Everyone loves me, obviously.
Well, yes, of course everyone loves you, but more to the point, some people think that what me and Inka talk about on the podcast is not suitable for an 8, soon-to-be 9-year-old. But what I would say is, you only listen to your bits.
Yeah.
You don't bother listening to the rest, do you?
No, not really. I did watch the first one when you talked about, like, the kids' TV shows.
Yeah.
That was okay. I did Google, what's it called? Marceau.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Oh, it's like a little sheep. I put it on my wallpaper, right, for a day. And I woke up and I checked my phone and all I could see was that. What's up? Let's get started with this podcast, Trav. Can I finish?
Torille, 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 Torille. Welcome to Can I Finnish podcast, Yay. Where we discuss cultural differences between Finland and the greatest motherland, UK.
Rule Britannia, marmalade and jam. I don't know the rest of that song.
I've never heard of that song.
Well, I'll practice it and I'll do it next time for you.
Okay, I can sing Oi maamme Suomi.
God, you've got such a beautiful voice.
I'm your friendly or not so friendly neighbor, Inka, comedian and host of this podcast, and I'm here with my very good friend, Travis. Say hello.
Hello. I am a podcaster, I suppose.
Great.
Yeah.
Is your mom proud of you?
She's not spoken to me for a while, so who knows? But we do this podcast together every week. And
every goddamn week.
We've signed up for it, so we're going to do it. And so this episode is entitled
Torille.
Which is something we chanted at the start. Now, I joined in.
Torille means to the market square.
Okay.
But it's a one word, so it's fun.
Right.
Finnish is fun language because you can say a lot with just one word.
Yeah. Well, meaning that you say one thing and it means about 8 different things.
Sure.
But you can also there'll be a phrase that you can just smash into one handy chantable word.
Exactly. Torille. All right. Why this episode is called Torille is because we talk about festivities today and festivals and celebration. We Finns, we love when other people mention Finland in any context, or we win something. Then we say Torille, or we say that in the internet. And for example, when we win something, we win a gold medal in ice hockey.
Yeah.
Torille.
To the market square.
To the market square.
I see.
Because the Senaatintori, which is in Helsinki, the main market square here, there was this statue called Havisamanda, which is a beautiful statue. There is this naked maiden in the center of it, and then there is this water vomiting seals around her.
I've seen this statue. I never paid that much attention to it, but I think I'm going to look closer next time.
You can't.
Why?
Because it's been removed and it's being renovated right now.
Oh, right.
Because it's fragile. It's old as fuck. And people, when they go
Why is it so fragile, though?
Well, it's hollow. Statues aren't meant to be, wait for it, to be climbed on by drunken Finns. When they go to the market square, everyone swims in a fountain. That the statue is a fountain.
Right.
And they climb
No, they
on the
don't.
harvest,
Really?
Amanda. Yeah. And she can't take it anymore.
And this is, I imagine, has been happening for a long time.
For a longest time.
Wow.
I don't know
She
for
need-
100 years, but like since 95.
She needs some TLC.
Yeah, she
Oh, man.
takes the time off. But anyway, you can still go to the market square. I think we haven't won anything in a while.
No, you nearly did.
We nearly did. That was amazing.
We're
Well,
going to talk about that a bit later, aren't we?
we're gonna talk about it. But Käärijä's success has been a Torille moment.
Yeah.
We don't go to the market square, but we say Torille
Mm.
because we love the success that he's having. So did you get the Torille moment? What I mean by it?
Yeah, I do now. I now understand it. I think I've never seen it, and I love to see it. I think like Finland's sort of sporting achievements feel quite few and far between unless it's ice hockey. Like football, there's never really like that many. Other national sports, I'm not so sure. So I've not had a chance since I've been here to see any Torille moments, but I'd love to. I'd love to climb a statue. What are they gonna do while it's away?
I think it's just get drunk as usual, but or
Just fall into the hole in the ground where she was.
exactly. we have successful athletes in Finland,
That's true.
but only the ice hockey team gets the Torille treatment, I think, because Finnish female ice hockey players win a lot.
Do they?
Yeah. No Torille moment for them.
We're gonna start
Goddamn
that.
women.
Goddamn women. We should start doing that more.
We should. You know the sport when people are skiing and then shooting?
Skiing then shooting?
Yeah, they ski with a rifle on in their backs,
What
and
are you
then they go
No.
and then they shoot with the rifle.
That's not a sport.
It's
Inka.
it's an Olympic sport.
With a rifle on the back?
Well, not a real rifle. It's like an air rifle or something.
Oh, well, right, fine, sure. It's not a real rifle, it's just... What? That doesn't make any sense. I've never heard of that.
You uncultured swine. That's
Is
a
this
real
just
thing.
it's just in the Winter Olympics?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why no one's ever heard of it, because no one watches the Winter Olympics other than Finns.
Really?
Summer Olympics only, baby. Winter,
What the fuck?
rubbish. No one cares about
This
it.
means war. No, I don't even care about the sport, so I don't.
Genuinely, I feel like I've never ever heard of that. So skiing and then do you shoot midair, or while you're on the hill skiing?
No, you ski
Yeah.
some amount of kilometers.
I don't know, your average skiing amount.
Yeah, let's say like 5.
Okay, right.
I don't know, maybe that's too much. Anyway. And then you go on your stomach in the snow,
Okay.
and then you shoot
Shoot
to
what?
the target.
What?
Yeah, and then there's flaps that need to go.
This feels like one of those 90s game shows like the Gladiators or something. This feels like a round of that. That doesn't feel like an Olympic sport.
You're not very far away from like that idea. Yeah, but imagine in the wintertime, in snow. with
Look, I'd
skis on.
love to take part. It's just I've never heard of it until this moment. And I feel like I've wasted my life because that seems like my natural calling at this stage.
When is the next Winter Olympics?
I
We're gonna get you there.
I've got this thing, right? I'm 31 years old, but I still feel like there's a chance that I still might get called up to the England national team for football. Like I've got 2 World Cups left in me, I think.
Sure.
2 World Cups, 3 Euros at a push. If I start now, and then I could get into shape for the next World Cup.
Of course. Keep your
Maybe.
phone on. They might be calling you,
Yeah,
you know.
Gareth Southgate, if you're listening, my number, I've got a Finnish number now, but you can still get hold of me. Or just email canifinish@gmail.com and I will happily join the England national team. You need someone like me. I'm a little bulldozer. Do you know what a bulldozer is? No, it doesn't matter. Just take to like a little...
like a tank?
Sort of, yeah, I'm a tank. I'm an absolute tank.
Do they use that in soccer?
No, they
It's
don't.
like a American football thing.
Yeah, it's the skills of a tank in sort of British in football probably not so useful. But I'm going to bring that into the modern game.
As you should.
I'm going to revolutionize. I don't know the word.
But when you do that, I'm going to be Torille.
Torille. If I caused the Torille, that would be the greatest achievement.
You're going to get the Finnish passport to you in a it's a golden passport. Then like, oh, here you go. Do you like my voice? Oh.
I do. It's very, very heavenly. It wasn't.
Lucifer has been to heaven as well. So,
do you know what happens when British athletes win gold?
Nothing.
In the Olympics?
Because they do it so often.
They get golden post boxes.
What?
So you know post boxes?
Like the stuff you put letters in.
Yeah, the big red tall box.
Orange is here.
It's orange.
Here.
They're red in the UK.
Yeah.
Apart from certain ones that are gold. So if a British athlete wins gold in, I don't know, running.
Sport.
I couldn't think of one Olympic sport there.
Yeah.
They win a gold medal.
Skiing and shooting.
If somebody from Britain wins a gold medal in skiing and shooting at the next Winter Olympics, in their hometown, they get a gold postbox.
That's amazing.
Good, isn't it?
I like that for you. Okay, we are recording this during the summertime. Mm-hmm. So we just had Juhannus.
Yes. Now, for those who don't know, could you explain what Juhannus is, Inka?
It's the midsummer festival.
Yeah.
Because we have a short summer here. And it's an old pagan thing,
right,
you know?
Yeah.
The sun doesn't set properly.
Yeah.
And it's the magical time of the summer.
It is genuinely magical because last year was the first time I'd done it. And the fact that it didn't really ever go dark was insane. Like, it was 2 a.m. and it was still light. Like, I've never witnessed that in my life. It really messed up my sleep clock because I was like, it's still light, so I can't go to sleep. Huh. But also, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm so drunk and I really should go to sleep, but it's too light.
I don't think I ever talked to a person who experienced that nighttime light like you do.
Yeah, I never in my life have seen it. Like, it obviously stays lighter in the evenings in the UK, but it still goes darker 9:30, 10 o'clock.
So early.
Yeah. But here, it's just
in the summer.
In the summer. But that's the thing. In the winter, you get 3 hours of sunlight a day.
Yeah.
And then in the summer,
dark
it's opposite.
at 3 p.m.
Yeah. Which is mad in both senses.
Yeah,
but seeing the first time seeing it light at 2 a.m. was mind blowing.
How fun.
Yeah, really cool.
So, we had Midsummer Festival. What did you do during Juhannus?
This year we went to a friend's house. It wasn't a murky. Mm-hmm. It was just like a summer house. So normally, correct me if I'm wrong, traditionally the murky is like a summer house and it's generally near a body of water.
Sure, if it's the ideal idea.
Ideal, right. So my only other experience was our mutual friend, Pepe. Her family murky is like right by a lake.
Yeah.
And Juhannus is about barbecuing and sauna and swimming in the lake, and it's really, really great. This year we did summer house and we went to the beach, which was nice. Oh my god, what's the game with the Mölkky? Mölkky.
M-Ö-L-K-K-Y.
Mölkky.
Yeah, Mölkky.
Played that, which was really fun, and generally just lazed about and drank beers.
Sounds like an ideal Juhannus.
Yeah, pretty good. What did you do?
I was in Mökki.
Nice.
So Mökki is like it's a cottage. It can be a summer house. It can be like a proper house.
Yeah.
Sure. But it can also be like two sticks together in boots.
Yeah, with like a bit of old sort of discarded denim over the top.
Yeah, sure. And our mökki doesn't have running water. It has an outhouse, and we are by the lake, and we carry water with buckets from the lake to the house if we want to do the dishes and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's what it's like at the mökki I was at last year. This one this year had a shower, a proper toilet, a real kitchen, all those things.
What a baby, Juhannus.
Yeah, it was a real different experience. But what I find really interesting about this is like this is like the common thing that all Finns, well, obviously not all Finns, but 99% of Finns go to this like mökki.
Or the countryside,
Or
or somewhere else than the city.
Yeah. So they basically they leave the city for midsummer and go back to nature.
Yeah, I think it depends on the year, but some years Helsinki can be like so lonely. Like there's tumbleweed going on in the streets.
Have you ever done a Helsinki Juhannus?
Yes, I have. There's been Juhannus parties in Helsinki.
Okay.
And stuff like that, sure.
And there's just sort of 4 people stood around a speaker, just like the only ones who didn't leave the city that weekend.
Who don't have friends or money. Yeah, we're here. The other big festivities before midsummer is 1st of May. Vappu.
Vappu.
Yeah.
So Vappu is when you have monkey.
Yes.
You have simma.
Yes. Mead.
Mead, yeah. And you also, what's the other thing that you do on Vappu? Balloons.
Balloons.
There's lots of balloons around.
And other decorations and stuff like that.
One thing to note is we are recording in July, and in Finland, everyone's on holiday.
Yeah.
In July.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay.
Everybody's off. Like
Yeah, the
everyone's on
offices
holiday.
are off.
Offices are closed. Most people are just at mökki or having time off, having summertime.
We have a lot of free time in Finland compared to other countries.
Yeah, I never realised that everyone was just off.
If you want to get something done in Finland, don't do it in July.
In the UK, you go 1 week holiday, 2 week holiday at most.
Huh. That's kind of sad.
You don't do the full thing.
Well-
It's good. That is good here, but I don't really understand how it works. Do you have less holidays the rest of the year?
No, we just have a lot of holidays.
Wow, that's so good.
Because when kids are off school,
Yeah.
you're going to have the parents to be with them.
I mean, it makes sense, but I just can't comprehend it.
I don't have the answers to
You don't know. I understand.
This is just the way things are done here.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing, and I'm glad. And I'm happy for you guys that you get that.
Yeah, let's see for how long.
Yeah. Let's not go back to last week's topic, should we?
Yeah.
So the British holidays that really sort of mean a lot to me, Pancake Day. Do you have Pancake Day here?
Well, is this like a made-up holiday? Or
No,
is it like a...
Shrove Tuesday comes from, I think it's Christian. Shrove Tuesday, and it's like, I don't know if it's the week before Easter or something like that, and you're supposed to use all the things in your pantry, all the ingredients in your pantry. So you'd use up your eggs and your flour and your whatever, and you'd make pancakes. Well, you must have heard of Pancake Day.
I never heard the phrase Pancake Day, but you know what it is here?
What?
Laskiaistiistai.
What does that mean?
It means it's the day when you get the buns that are filled with cream and jam.
Oh, I love those guys.
Yeah.
But
Same
go,
thing.
You go and buy them.
Yeah. Well, you can make them, sure, but
Yeah.
it's not the point to make them from like empty your cabinets type of thing.
So that's, well, I mean, traditionally that's what it was in the UK.
Yeah.
Now people will just on the morning be like, shit, it's Pancake Day, and go get a lot of pre-made tub
Right,
from
right,
Co-op,
right.
which is sort of just pancake mix and a thing.
Because the tradition is Christian here as well.
Right.
You have to like, because the Easter is coming, you need to settle down to have, what's the thing that you don't eat for a week?
Oh, fasting.
Yes, that's the word.
Fasting, right.
Yeah.
Right. In the UK, Pancake Day is all about having pancakes for every meal. You can mix it up with savoury and sweet pancakes. You mix up your fillings. And...
What's your favorite pancake?
Oh, my God. Favourite pancake? I like lemon and sugar. That's, like, traditional. I like Nutella. I also like a savoury sort of, like, ham and cheese.
On a pancake?
Yeah.
What
or
type of-
bacon.
Yeah, and bacon sounds American, and maple syrup.
Well, these pancakes are not like fluffy, thick ones. These are like flat.
Oh, they're lattu.
Yeah, latto, exactly what it is, yeah.
All right.
So
now I get it.
We have a day for that. And
Before Easter sounds like a Russian thing.
I don't know. I genuinely have
we're just
no
guessing
idea.
and vibing here.
We're just like-
we don't Google anything.
We
We're
do
just-
this thing. I don't know why. There you go.
Sounds like, I don't know, like, what is the original of something Christian? I don't care.
Okay, right. This one I do know the origins of.
Yeah.
Bonfire night.
All right.
So in the UK, remember, the 5th of November.
I've seen V for Vendetta.
Yes. So you know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
Guy Fawkes.
Guy
Inmax, anonymous thingies, hackers.
Yes. So basically, once a year, we all hack we hack gov.uk. No, a man called Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament. So we have a day which is sort of celebrating him, but it's almost like we celebrate foiling him because they found Guy Fawkes and then he didn't get to blow up Parliament. So we have a big bonfire and we make effigies of Guy Fawkes and we burn him on the fire. And we eat cake and peas. That's how I remember it as a kid.
Remember the cake and the peas.
That's how I remember it as a child.
Okay.
Black peas or something.
What?
I keep wanting to say black eyed peas, but it's not that.
It's like,
'Cause
hey, mama. Want you gonna...
all of the fucking black eyed peas songs.
Yeah, I picked Hey Mama.
Get on the floor. Your body, mama. Anyway,
Shout out to them.
shout out to Will I Am, Fergie, Apple Diap, and the other bloke. I've forgotten his name.
I can't remember either. Shout out to you. Remember 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
Good for you.
How could I not remember the other ones, though? Fergie, I think about her quite a lot because she went through that phase of where she kept pissing herself. You seen that?
Back up. What?
Okay. Fergie,
Yeah.
from the Black Eyed Peas,
Yeah.
used to piss herself on stage all the time.
What?
I don't know why. Someone said, weirdly, I was talking about this last week. I genuinely talk about this quite a lot. And I think they said to me it was something to do with, like, she'd just given birth, so it was like a pregnancy thing. But it seemed to happen over a number of years. There's a lot of photos of her where her trousers are wet.
Well, first of all, that can happen for the rest of your life when you have a child, or before that, it's not that uncommon to have like problem in
Incontinence.
that. Exactly. But I'm only curious about why you think about or why you talk about this so much.
I don't know. Liam Neeson. He also,
Are you changing the subject?
No. I know celebrities based on whether they piss themselves a lot. Liam Neeson also pisses himself quite a lot.
What? What
Honestly,
do you mean?
There's loads of pictures of him meeting fans and he's just pissed his trousers.
Do you mean that when he calls someone and it's like, I have a set of skills? It includes pissing himself.
On command. Listen, if you try and trap me in a building, you try and trap me or kidnap me, I will piss myself, and I'll piss myself so bad that the room fills with piss and you will drown. Okay? That is the most specific. He didn't lie when he said it was specific. That's such a specific skill.
Okay, but where are we?
I don't know.
National holidays.
National holidays, bonfire night, pissing yourself, Liam Neeson. Okay. Anyway, at bonfire night, you light a fire. And then, oh no, I've just realised what the next thing that I'd written down is. Whit Friday.
Weird Friday.
Whit. W-H-I-T. So in...
I don't recognize the word.
Whit.
Whit.
Cool whip. Cool whip. Whip. I'm going to say Cool Whip Friday. Whit Friday is a thing that we did in my town. And this also, here we go, comes from a religious thing where they have a week and they have these Whit walks. And I'm not sure what I'm talking about here. But the main thing is It's like a holiday on one Friday, I think, in May, and it's like a brass band contest, and they have all these little villages. One's called Dobcross, one's called Diggle, one's called Greenfield, one's called...
You're making stuff up.
No, this is all real, and they all have a brass band, and they all travel around brass band like...
All right.
Anyway, there's a brass band contest,
Okay.
and they go around to all these different villages, and they play their brass band, and then someone gets voted the best brass band. This is like a yearly traditional thing where I'm from. For kids from the age of about 14, this is the preeminent day for getting drunk in a park with your friends. It's the one day a year you're allowed to just go out and go a bit mad.
Right.
And I remember my first one. It was brilliant. It was one of the drunkest days ever, but it was so much fun. And it was the first time I ever saw a girl do a wild wee in a field.
This sounds piss related.
I don't know why this is. I can't believe that we got on. I didn't even write the thing down about Fergie and Liam Neeson. That just came into my head. But I had written down that I saw this girl wild wee.
Okay. Well, do you want me to ask about it or something?
Yeah, ask me what it was like, because I'm going to tell you either way.
So, what was the experience like for you?
Well, so what happened was I was doing a wee in this bush, and then she went as well, and
Were you side by side?
yeah, but we were sort of separated by about 1.5 meters.
Okay.
And we weren't like looking at each other. But then I turned because I'd finished, and she was like bent over, and it was a bit like a horse. Like she was pissing with such power that like it was genuinely impressive. And I'd never seen that before in my life. So
Did it change you in like your core?
yeah, I married her.
You were just building up that joke.
I wasn't, I promise.
Wait, it was a proper one.
Anyway, those are like the 3 main holidays that I'm aware of in Britain: Pancake Day, Bonfire Night, and Whit Friday.
I just want to say about this piss episode.
Sorry.
this stuff that we are talking about. I can't believe that we are doing it for free.
Oh dear. Right, would you want to take a little break there? I think it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Let's take a break, have a chat with the third prong of the Can I Finish. Oh, by the way, so what's the thing that the devil holds? What's that called?
In Finnish or in
Well, whatever you've got.
hiilihanko?
Hiilihanko. Do you know what it is in English?
No.
Scythe? No, not scythe. It's a 3-pronged stick he
Yes,
holds.
I know, hiilihanko.
And he pokes someone in the butt with it.
Yeah.
Little butt. Oh, God. Anyway, the third prong of that, hiilihanko, my 8-year-old niece, Robyn, she's a bit like, if this podcast is a plane, she is the in-flight entertainment. But the in-flight entertainment is a opinionated northern girl. Does that work?
That's a weird flight.
Yeah, it's a weird flight. Anyway, hello, Robyn.
Can I interview you, young Sack? Do you know how much you have made right now?
Made right now.
How much we're talking here?
Why are you so obsessed with money?
I don't know, because if I'm in this, I gotta get a bit of the credit, Anna. It's not that I don't like doing the podcast. It's just when I get a bit of my money, don't I?
Can I ask you about Eurovision?
Oh yeah,
Did you watch Eurovision this year?
I watched most of it. Yeah.
Did you have a favourite?
Oh, cha cha cha!
So that's Karia.
Yeah, the guy with the green suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you know where he's from?
Finland.
Yeah, he's from where Uncle Trav lives.
Cha cha cha!
Listener, I'd just like to point out that Robyn just did a small twerk.
Yeah, I did.
It's very impressive.
Yeah.
So what?
Cha cha cha!
Why do you like Karia?
I loved his outfit.
Yeah.
And
Big green sleeves.
Yeah. I just thought it was really random the way he would sing cha cha cha. And I do like Eurovision because quite camp in it.
It is quite crap.
Yeah.
That's the best bit about it.
Yeah, I really like camp humour, camp stuff. I'm really into RuPaul's Drag Race.
Nice.
And I'm very supportive of LGBTQ+. Did you go in my room before Uncle Jav?
I did go in your room.
What did you find?
I saw some pride flags.
Yeah, and I've got a big flag that I'm putting up on my wall soon too.
That's great.
You're listening to Can I Finish with Travis and Inka.
Torille, Torille, Torille.
Welcome back to the podcast. Torille. What was the last big Torille moment, would you say?
The last big one.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was ice hockey related. But another big Torille moment was when Lordi won Eurovision.
Oh, yeah.
It was a huge Torille moment.
UK
Torille moment.
Torille moment. And Eurovision was in the UK this year.
It was.
It was in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Eurovision's a weird one for me.
I love them. I'm such a fan.
It's massive here, right?
Yeah.
I think it's huge.
It's massive in Europe.
Yeah. I think UK has this thing where, because no one really likes us, and for good reason, I would say.
But the spaceman guy was amazing and people loved him.
Sam Ryder. One of the loveliest people I've ever met. Softest hair.
Yeah? You touched
Smells,
his hair.
Touched his, of course I did. I touch everyone's hair.
Okay.
You just don't know that I touch your hair. I've done it 3 times since we started this recording.
What is in my drink?
What was I saying? Sam Ryder, yeah. And it was very consensual touching, and he smells fantastic, and he should have won. And I also feel that you had a similar thing this year.
Yes, but I have to say that Ukraine won really fairly.
Why?
Well, it's a great song.
Not as good as...
Rude.
I'm a spaceman.
Well, we don't talk about that. We talk about this year's Eurovision and Käärijä. And yes, of course, I think Käärijä should have won.
He was absolutely robbed.
Absolutely robbed. But I don't like the hate that Loreen's been having because of this mess.
Well, it's not her... She didn't ask for it to be a fix, did she?
No, absolutely not. Wink.
Wink, wink.
No,
You've already won it once. Why you got to go for it again?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
true.
I just think it was so, like, Käärijä captured the minds and the imaginations of Europe.
Yeah, and because Finland originally, I don't think we believed that Käärijä has any chance. And we kind of hopped onto that train when the whole Europe was super into it.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, he's our guy, woo! And then it went really extreme. And the hype here was super funny.
Yeah.
It was quite amazing, actually. And it went overboard. Like, it poured over. People were... As a joke, I think, were like selling green stuff and saying like, this is Käärijä bucket, it's green.
Now, I'm going to ask you, Inka, to look out of the window
right
now where we're recording. If you look over to that rooftop, so if you come a bit more forward, rooftop to the right, can you see what's on there?
Yes, I can.
What is it?
There is Käärijä plastic around the flowers.
Every day, my fiancé looks out the window and goes, Käärijä. Every single day. Eurovision was months ago at this point. And she still looks at those bright green sort of soil bags and goes, Käärijä.
Well, we can't let go of things, as we learned from last episodes and the king stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And we just can't let go.
So do you, normally, the sort of like Eurovision participant will have quite a short lifespan in the UK. They'll be Sam Ryder's the first one that hasn't.
All right.
He's stuck around. Because we almost had like joke entries for quite a long time because we weren't really taking it seriously.
Yep.
So they were sort of famous for 15 minutes and then we forgot about them. Here, it feels like Käärijä is in with a chance of sort of headlining big festivals here for the next few years.
Well, few years is a lot to say, but this summer,
okay,
like he's living his best life right now.
Yeah, I saw pictures from a gig that he did recently. I'm not sure where it was, And the atmosphere looked insane. It looked incredible for him.
It's been the small festivals that he's been doing, especially when it's free entry, places have been packed. Like there is guards who say that you can't enter this area anymore. There's already 3,000 people in this 5 people market square. Like, go home.
Did he have a career before Eurovision?
He did. He was a rapper. And
Right.
I really think that he's gonna have a career after this. Like, he's not this one trick pony, but time will tell, of course.
Do you think there'll still be more references to the Human Centipede? Your favourite show, by the way, of all time.
God damn. You have to bring that up every
Listen,
time.
it's been 2 episodes I've not talked about it for. But, like, famously in Karia's performance, there is a on-the-ground, moving, dancing, almost caterpillar-like moment.
Yeah, but it's not like asses don't touch mouths. So it's not like a specifically maybe a Human Centipede thing.
Okay.
It's a dance move. And I go by that.
I've never done that dance move. But yeah, I think in the UK we never really take it seriously, and I think Europe sort of knows until the last couple of years that we've not really taken it seriously. And it always felt a bit like I think we were just a bit petulant about it. We were like, oh, you don't like us? Well, we're not even going to try. Eurovision's so stupid, we don't even like it. So it genuinely hadn't really entered my consciousness that it was a serious thing until like maybe 3 years ago.
One thing I love about UK's Eurovision is that Graham Norton hosts or speaks there, and his humor is so dry.
Yeah.
He's sassy, and it's exactly that attitude that we don't even like you. When it was in Italy, the theme was Sound of Beauty. It was like, this year's theme is Sound of Beauty, and like all Eurovision themes, it means nothing. And that's so spot on. As a nations, we've been in the top, and we've been the losers.
Yeah.
Because Finland hasn't have like good Eurovision entries, where of course Lordi and Käärijä.
So Lordi are the heavy metal monster band.
Exactly.
Why do Finnish entries to Eurovision, the ones that pop off, are like the most extreme, the most crazy? What is it about Finnish Eurovision entries that they're the ones that really get popular?
I do not know. We don't know how to make like normal proper songs. I think it's Go Hard or Go Home.
Yeah.
Blind Channel was in 2021, which were like, put your middle fingers up in a skin, like the most like safest violent pop you can imagine. Like, we're gonna show you our middle fingers at you. They're super cute. They're adorable, but they're young and naive, and I laugh at them.
Have they had a continuing career?
Well, they had a peak in their career during the Eurovision, and
Sure.
I haven't seen another peak since then, but it doesn't mean that they couldn't have.
They were young, as you said.
Yeah.
They've just gone back in the lab. Imagine if they came out like another version of Lordi, though. Heavy.
But Lordi really isn't heavy.
What are you talking about?
Lordi, they look radical.
They're dressed as monsters.
Yeah, but the songs are not so like dark and gritty.
I went to Rovaniemi to see Santa.
Did you see the Lordi statue?
No,
There is a Lordi statue in Rovaniemi.
I didn't see that. But I did see when I was queuing up to see Santa, there was like a sort of a wall of fame of famous people who've gone to meet Santa at Rovaniemi. Lordi were there,
Of
dressed
course.
obviously as they do, meeting Santa, and it's one of the funniest pictures I've ever seen.
I can
But there was
imagine.
also on there was like prime ministers and sort of like famous political dignitaries. And then, this is really British, but there were 3 characters from Emmerdale, which is like a soap opera in the UK. Set in the...
People love it here.
What? Did they?
Finnish people love Emmerdale.
What?
Yeah. You can see it during the daytime.
No.
Emmerdale is on. Yeah, of course.
How have I only just learned that? That's blown my mind.
Isn't that the theme?
It absolutely is, as the drone shot goes over the Yorkshire Dales.
Yes. And the pub and everything. I know. My grandma used to watch it.
Do you know Cane Dingle?
I don't know any of their names.
Damn. Okay, so Cane Dingle's one of the main characters in Emmerdale.
Okay.
Over the last sort of 20 years or so. And he was always the bad boy.
Okay.
But he did like the Christmas... what would you call it? The Christmas celebration. My mum used to work in a shopping centre in Oldham, and he basically like turned on the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Because my mum works there, we got to meet him.
Oh my
like,
God.
Backstage. And when I say backstage, it was basically in her office upstairs next to Debenhams. And he was the nicest guy ever. And my sister was like, I don't know, my sister must have been about 4 or 5 at the time when she met him. And she said, Cane Dingle, how did you get out of the TV? And he said,
That's cute.
There's a tiny little door at the back, and I crawled out of there, and then I came here to see you. And she was over the moon.
Oh, nice thing to say.
So, what a lovely man. Cane Dingle, the second ever official shout out on Can I Finish? Shout out to Pitbull, forever and always. Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide. And shout out to Cane Dingle, the man who plays Cane Dingle.
I think we gave a shout out to Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, did we? Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, we did. Do you know what? That's fine. Those 3, Pitbull, Black Eyed Peas, and Cane Dingle from Emmerdale.
But actually, I think we need to do an episode where we talk about British TV, which is super popular here.
Yeah, because I mean, that's really blown my mind, Emmerdale.
Yeah. Someone goes missing in the fields of northern Yorkshire, something, and some detective tries to find them.
Oh, you guys
I'm not
like
talking
that?
about Sherlock. I'm talking about all the other detectives that like just wander around some British hills finding out old grandmas.
You're talking about Yorkshire Noir.
Is that a real word? What did you made it?
I just made it up now.
It's so good. It's Yorkshire Noir.
Oh no, there's been another murder down in mine. What's going on here?
We're gonna find the minister who is a detective and a doctor to solve this.
Hey, my God, I can't believe it. There's been another murder down road.
It's a bit of a mystery, isn't it?
Oh, it's a right bloody mystery. I can't believe it. Join us next week where there's another murder in the same village. Why would you ever move there? Yorkshire Noir coming to a streaming service near you. Well, I think that's enough for today.
Yeah. Are we talking about the festivities?
Festivities. We talked heavily about piss.
Little bit of Eurovision.
Little bit of Eurovision.
Didn't get the years right.
Yeah.
Or the names or the acts, but hey.
There was 0 facts, but a lot of vibes. And I think that's what this podcast is all about.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Thank you for listening as ever. Please subscribe to the show to get the newest episodes whenever they drop. Next week, there's going to be a little bit of a break. So we mentioned earlier that all of Finland is off in July.
Exactly.
So I'm going to take that opportunity to go back to the UK. Inka's going to take that opportunity to have a sleep, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm going to the mökki.
You're going to Mökki.
And shutting my phone and throwing it in the lake and then throw myself to the lake. And yeah.
So we're going to have a little bit of a break. So there's going to be something next week, but it's not going to be a full episode. But then we'll be back and it's going to be all wonderful.
Hey, it was great to have you.
It was great to have
listeners.
me. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. You're talking to them.
No, I'm talking to them.
Okay, fair enough. I'll be quiet for a while.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Can I Finish? Please subscribe to Can I Finish? Please, okay? On Insta, TikTok, podcasts, Spotify, all that jazz wicka. Music in this episode comes from Matt Large and Sarah, the instrumentalist, courtesy of Epidemic Sound. Our artwork is by Peppercini. Thank you. Peppercini, can you hear me? Where's my drawing?
What's your favourite day of the year?
Pancake day. No, but I do like pancake day because at school we eat pancakes and that's awesome balls already. So